I'm Lindsay Conrad at Conrad Mortgage. We're a mortgage company that's a little bit more than a mortgage company. We're a group of people that lift everybody up to make everyone better. I started my career 20 years ago at a large mortgage company, and what I found is everybody was a number. I didn't fit in at that company because they weren't doing things to make everyone better. It was how quick can I make money, how quick can I get this person, how quick can I get the next person, and that doesn't work. The market's changing. Conrad Mortgage is here to help you prepare for as it changes. We can lock rates, we can lock you into pre-approval amounts, we can make sure your pre-approval doesn't change, your pre-approval doesn't expire. We can make sure that you understand how to find a realtor that you can trust. We have a lot of those that we work with. The great lock-in of 2026 is coming, and what it is let me explain to you. It's taking it up a notch. You've heard of 75 hard or 90 days hard, where you really lock in and reach a goal at the end. And a lot of times people get overwhelmed because it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So let me tell you, I was 600 pounds at one time, and I look back and I go, oh, what can I do? I'm in a different spot, and I wanted to get to that next level. So what I found is I thought, if I can do 30 days of carnivore, and I can make this happen, I can change my life. And it literally changed my life. When I got 30 days in, I look back and go, my gosh, that was so quick. I can't believe this. And I had such a positive result that I was set up for success. That first step was made, and I was able to lock in. So to lock in for 2026, this is an opportunity for you to be a homeowner and to lock in your finances and to dial it in so you can work hard, save money, and then build generational wealth. And what I mean by generational wealth is if you buy a house for $100,000 and then in 3 years it's worth $120,000 or $115,000, these are just examples. But then you've made a little bit of money by doing nothing, by sleeping at night. There's lots of ways to make money with investments. You can do gold and precious metals, you can do crypto, you can do the stock market, you can do lots of things. But many millionaires are made in the United States from housing. Housing is a huge availability for most people, and we have options for you to do this. You just have to make the first step and lock it in, get your finances ready. We're going to help you do that so you can take the first step for success. And you're going to look back and go, man, that was only 30 days and look how far I'm ahead. And you're going to be set up for success. And then when you sell your house and move to another one, say you bought it for 100 and it's worth 150, boy, does that change things a lot. If you have another way to do that, please DM me a way to make money that quick while you're sleeping, because I'd love to know as well. So the great lock-in of 2026 is important because you may miss out on opportunities. People keep saying, I'm gonna keep waiting to buy a house, but what's happening is rents are rising, everything's expensive. It's hard to operate in this economy for a lot of folks. This gives you an opportunity to be ahead of everyone else and to be ahead of the game. And everyone says it's impossible to buy a house. The average age of the first homeowner is 40 years old. I just think a lot of people don't know somebody, and you know someone now. You can call Conrad Mortgage, we can help you through that before your rent rises to the point where it's more than a mortgage payment. I mean, we're getting to that point. We have options for little money down, and we have options for you to understand how to do this. Don't be stuck. Don't be like everyone else. Remember, if you do what everybody else does, you're going to have the same result as everybody. If you go on a different path and work a little bit harder, or just work smarter, not harder, you'll have the ability to be ahead of the game financially. So there's 5 steps to the great lock-in of 2026, and let me explain to you the first one. The first one is to know where you're at, because we can't get to the goal if we don't know where we're starting. We run a credit report for you, and we do it with a soft pull, so it doesn't hurt your credit. So you're worried, I'm gonna go backwards. So we have all these negative things and reasons why. I'm removing those reasons. There's no reason why. We don't even charge you for the credit report. We're gonna absorb the cost on our end. We're gonna see where your credit is, help you understand that you need to be at 30% utilization or under to raise your score, see where your score is now, understand what's happening with your score, and personally figure this out with you. We're gonna get a plan from A to B to C, all the way to Z. So when you get there, you can be a homeowner. And the problem is that people think this is overwhelming because credit's confusing. Credit has a lot of ups and downs. There's lots of things with the high balances and the rates, and it's all very confusing. And the small print is size font 3, I can't even see it. It's very important to know your credit, because if your credit is lower, you're paying more. So imagine this. You didn't pay attention to this, and you're paying $10 for something, but you did pay attention to this and you're paying $5 to something. There's a $5 bill here that you could just pick up and take. I would like to not walk by a $5 bill and just leave it on the ground. I would normally pick it up, and that's what everyone's doing by just not using our noggins. So what we're saying is we're giving you the ability to lock in for 2026, understand this, and be ahead of everyone, because if you don't understand it, you're paying more money. You're working all day very hard for your money. We're paying taxes. We're paying tax on everything we buy. We're putting so much money out. Wouldn't it be nice to not give away money for no reason? Literally no reason. You are giving people money. Imagine this, a $5 bill for nothing. Just because you didn't check your credit, or you didn't know how, or you didn't know someone. you got a guy called Conrad Mortgage. So step 2 of the great lock-in of 2026 is to get a plan for savings. So we have options with 0% down loans, but we also need to save, because when you get into the house, you're still going to probably need to update things. You're going to have closing costs. You're going to have things that are involved that we're going to explain to you. It's not very scary, but the more you know, the better you'll be off. So with the savings, I would cut unnecessary spending. So if we don't have to waste $13 on an account that we don't even turn on Hulu Plus, just go to Hulu regular at $6.99. Are we checking our subscription services that we have, checking all the outgoing things we have? If we think about it, we worked way too hard for this money to start giving out this money for no reason. So to start saving it, putting it in a separate account for just your home, or a separate savings account where you could save it, that you know this is my money for the house. You have an end goal. While everyone else is like, well, I'll get to it one day, you're actually building a plan. This is the part where you succeed and you get ahead of everyone else by literally just paying attention, talking to a professional, saving money, cutting unnecessary spending, paying attention to what things cost and what you need now and what you can get in 6 months. Step 3 is we need to connect you with the loan officer here at Conrad Mortgage. You can do your application at conradmortgage.com and hit apply now any time of the day. And then one of our licensed professionals will reach out to you to discuss this plan. If you don't get to this point, it's all hearsay. And the plan needs to be in place so you understand, because if you can't convince them, people confuse you, and that's not the case. There's no point to be confused with the largest purchase of your life. It's not as scary as you think if you have a professional to help you. We're going to review your credit. We're going to review your assets. We're going to review your income. We're going to show you what needs to be updated or give you a plan to get to where you need to be. But we can only do that once you are working with a licensed professional that we can get you with. So you need to call us and get the professional to guide you through this and not guess. Because if we guess, you never know the result. The reason it's so important to be pre-approved early is that if you find a house on a Sunday that you want to buy that's a super low cost and it's the house of your dreams, well, guess what? The other people that are pre-approved, they're going to get that house. You're not. So what I suggest is working through this immediately so you're prepared. Again, I've told you that you're not going to have a credit ding. We're running a soft pull. We're not going to give you a hard time or charge you anything to talk to a loan officer. You have the ability to set yourself up for success for zero cost at this point. This is what you need to do to get to the next level, so you're prepared to be ahead of all the other people that are going to be in line for these homes. Getting pre-approved allows you to know your price range, know how much your payment's going to be for that price range, and allow you to lock in an interest rate when rates hit low. Again, if you're rushing around while there's 100 people in line, as you see the rates have decreased multiple times, and they have recently, you want to be in line. You want to be ahead of the game. You don't want to be the person that, oh, we should have locked that in yesterday. I'll put my application in tomorrow. You've missed it. So step 4 of the great lock-in of 2026 is getting a strategy. So you've talked to a loan officer. The loan officer has your information. Now we need to know, how do we go from A to B to C and all the way down to Z to make you a new homeowner or get you a different home, or also update your current home with a refinance. If you currently own a home, we can help you with this. But the strategy is to lock in to make your financial situation better. So we pick the strategy specifically to you. We could run you through Google and tell you what you want to hear, but we know when we run through Google, if I say my arm hurts, they say cut it off. That's not the case. We have a professional that's going to guide you through a strategy that's made just for you. Imagine going to the gym and going to the wrong gym that's making you lift 1,000,000 pounds or running 10 miles and you don't do either of those things. You feel uncomfortable. You don't have to feel uncomfortable with this. We set you up for what makes sense for you. When we set you up for a strategy that's tailored to you, it may be that this debt would need to be paid down to this point. It might be that this car, maybe don't open another car, do not lease something. It may be a plan of just what to do in the future that you may not know. Because imagine that you go do something and you think you're just making a normal decision, buying a car, leasing a car, but it may put you over the debt ratio, meaning how much money is coming in and what's going out for the house price point that you want to buy. So now that you wanted to buy a $200,000 house, you can't do that anymore because you opened up a car, but you didn't know any better because nobody talked to you about this. So before you make the decision, we can help you plan for the next 6 months, for the next year, to put you in a situation where you understand how to go, and we can worry about other stuff. There's 100 other things to worry about every day, and we're worried about crazy things. We shouldn't have to worry about, am I going to do this wrong? Am I not going to be able to have generational wealth? Am I going to be behind when everyone else is buying houses? Are they going to go buy houses I'm not going to be able to be pre-approved for? Am I going to find my dream house? And it cannot be my dream house. It's someone else's dream. So let's make your dream happen, and we're going to plan and help you get to that point. So working with us and getting a strategy, all the things that are difficult, again, back to the other examples, you look at things online and it gives you a bunch of options. We are going to explain each point of the loan, each point of your savings, each point of the strategy, each point of the plan to be ahead of everyone else, to not lose out to everybody going with this. So we're going to go through terminology, what it means, and give you what it means in real life. When I took my loan officer test years and years ago, this thing was, the questions were crazy. I'm reading these questions and I'm like, this doesn't even exist. This isn't even what's happening. And then I get into the real world. Practical versus technical are two different things. And we're going to get you to the practical and reality and facts, not guessing, fiction, and oh shit. Step 5 of the great lock-in of 2026 is consistency. It's staying locked in. You've done all the hard work. Now it's keep it up. Everyone says, okay, I can go do this. And then you made a call and then you never follow up. You're like, well, I never heard from this person. It's because we didn't follow up. We're going to follow up with you. So we're going to work as a team so you stay locked in. It's really hard to do something by yourself. If you're out there running around, I mean, a lot of times I have a team. I have a team of everybody. If I didn't have a team, I'd be screwed. I need to make sure that we double down to be successful together. So we need you to keep with your plan and we'll keep with our plan and we'll keep communicating with each other to rise above everyone else that's out there just running around with a chicken without their head, hoping everything's going to work out, wishing for the best. I don't want to wish for anything. I want facts. I want you to be successful. I want you to have the house you want and to not miss out on these houses from other people because we didn't lock it in correctly. So let us help you lock it in, communicate, stay the path, and take it up a notch. 2026 is here, and if you want to lock in and be successful and not miss out on houses and not miss out on $20 bills as we're walking by, then you need to call us at Conrad Mortgage and go to conradmortgage.com and hit apply now and let us connect you with the realtor so you don't miss out on your dream house and it becomes someone else's dream. We're here to help you be successful and take it up a notch and work with you for your entire life. We work with our clients many times over and their families. They send us the referrals of this and they call us and they go to conradmortgage.com. They come into Strongsville's office because they understand this is not like the normal mortgage company. Everybody just tells you to put an application in and you get someone randomly calling you from a different state, in a different country, in a different place. They don't know Cleveland. They don't know you. They don't know anything about you. They just want to get to the next person as quick as possible. We want you to be successful. I've lived in the city my entire life and I want to make the city better by one person at a time and making sure that we all stick together and take us all up 10 notches. In 2026 is your year. Be ahead of everyone.